Welcome to The Shoreline, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio, where finding your Lake Erie love is a sure thing. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Jill Bauer, PR Manager for Shores and Islands, Ohio. We bring you The Shoreline every week to give you the inside scoop on what's happening here in our island and coastal communities. Please welcome back to the podcast, Shores and Islands, Ohio Social Media Manager, Meaghan Reynolds. Hey, Meaghan.
Hi, Jill. How are you?
We're both so polite. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me back, Jill.
Of course. Always happy to have you on the program. And folks, February just flew by. We're ready to greet the month of March. Hopefully it's not coming in like a lion, but it will go out like a lamb. Spring is on the way, and we have so much to look forward to in March, including an amazing event that's happening this week, which we will get to in a little bit. But first, the month of March officially became Women's History Month in 1987, and it gives us the opportunity to acknowledge the historical contributions of women in the United States. International Women's Day is also this week, observed on March 8th. We have got a bunch of kick-butt women working here at Shores and Islands, Ohio, and also a bunch of kick-butt women business owners and executives in the region. So this month, every episode is going to feature these women. So starting with Meaghan, what are your thoughts on Women's History Month, and how will we be commemorating that through our social media channels?
So I'm so looking forward to March and Women's History Month. We have a lot of exciting things planned on social media. As you mentioned, Jill, we have so many amazing women that work right here at Shores and Islands. So we're going to give you kind of a more in-depth look and introduction to each of the ladies that work here. We're also going to be spotlighting a lot of the women-owned businesses in the area, as well as teaching a little bit of history and introducing you to some women that are from this area that have some really, really unique stories. So excited for everyone to follow us along and to just learn all about these amazing women in the area.
All right. Well, that all sounds amazing, Meaghan. Be sure to follow us wherever you consume social media, as Meaghan is, of course, always sharing great content there. And speaking of spring on the horizon, if you haven't gotten your 2025 Play and Stay Guide, what are you waiting for? Spring is a great time to visit the Shores and Islands, Ohio region. You can request or download your travel guide right on our website at shoresandislands.com. Today on the Shoreline, we are not only talking to an amazing female local business owner, but we also hope to hear a bit about the always popular Sandusky Restaurant Week, which kicks off this Wednesday. Joining us today is Lauren Krueger, co-owner of Wake Up Waffle, a downtown Sandusky brunchery. Lauren moved here about 5 years ago to open up Wake Up Waffle with her sister. She was previously a business owner in Cleveland and saw the amazing progress happening in Sandusky and decided it was a great opportunity to become part of an up-and-coming coastal small town. And we are so thankful for that. Plus, she also got the opportunity to share her foodie dreams with our community. Welcome to the Shoreline, Lauren.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Of course. We're so happy to have you join us. Let's start with the details on Wake Up Waffle. You guys are known for your unique menu featuring Liege waffles. So tell us a little bit about what those are and why they are different or special.
Sure, definitely. So our waffles are a traditional Belgian waffle from Europe made with a brioche dough. So I think so many people go out to breakfast and assume that a waffle is made with batter and poured into a waffle machine, and that is definitely not our waffle. Christy actually gets up very early every morning and makes the dough from scratch. It's a very highly egg content, sugar, butter content brioche dough, and it needs to rise. So it's quite the process. And then that dough is pressed into these cast iron machines that are specially developed in France. And we put sugar pearls into our waffle. So the sugar pearls are actually imported from Belgium. So when you bite into the waffle, which has a pretzel bun consistency, you get a really nice sweet crunch of the crystal sugar that's inside the waffle.
Absolutely drooling over here. That sounds amazing. What made you want to create an entire dining experience based around waffles?
It was born out of, I owned a bakery in Cleveland, and we thought after a trip to Europe that it would be such a great thing to be able to have people walk around with these waffles. It's basically a Belgian street food. And after kind of experimenting with the dough and seeing the consistency of this beautiful waffle, we realized because of that pretzel bun consistency that it could be made into so many different things. The sandwiches, the eggs Benedicts, it's just so versatile. And we really wanted to have a niche and unique experience and restaurant for everybody to enjoy.
Love that. Okay. And then you are also known for using fresh fruits and having fresh squeezed juices. Can you tell us a little bit more about these?
Yes. So that's probably, I always joke that the hardest working component in our restaurant is our juice machine. We ended up buying this amazing juicer that you plunge oranges into, and it squeezes them and cuts them and does everything for us, because when we first opened, we were squeezing oranges by hand. And it's just such a fresh, unique experience to go somewhere and order a glass of juice and know that it is being squeezed fresh as you order it. And high in vitamin C, just super healthy. So we do that with all of our carrot juice is pressed fresh. Our grapefruit juice is pressed fresh, and definitely our orange juice. And it's kind of another niche thing that we wanted to be known for, just so people had a really good experience and something unique when they came in.
And I love the fresh juices. I really like the fresh squeezed lemonade. It's kind of like that carnival or festival lemonade experience. And it really, kind of amps up whatever you're dining with it. So the brunch experience is definitely working for you, Lauren, and your sister. It's definitely one of the most popular places in town. So what are some of your favorite menu items that you serve?
Oh, boy.
Tough question. You love them all, right?
So hard. But I think my absolute favorite thing on our menu currently is the turkey Florentine eggs Benedict. Again, just really great fresh ingredients. It just has the grilled turkey on it. It's made with a garlic and chive waffle. So we do have a savory version of that brioche dough waffle where we infuse it with fresh chives and garlic. And then we top it with the grilled turkey, fresh spinach, fresh sliced tomato, some avocado, and finish the whole thing off with just a warm, super delicious hollandaise sauce. And that is my absolute favorite. And then again, as far as if you have a sweet tooth, we are going to feature a brand new waffle on our spring menu, and we got to sample it, and it's become my new favorite. It's a pistachio cream waffle. It's a warm Liege waffle topped with the new pistachio cream, and then we finish it with some really good dark cocoa bits on top. Oh, it's to die for.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now I'm drooling too, Meaghan.
Yeah, you had me at pistachio. I love that.
Yes.
So would you mind telling our listeners what the hours are for Wake Up and Waffle so that they could plan their visit with you?
Definitely. I'd love to. So starting April 1st, we go 7 days a week. In the winter, we do close on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But very shortly here, Monday through Fridays, we are open from 7 a.m. till 2 in the afternoon. And Saturdays and Sundays, we are open at 8 a.m. till 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Love it. Can't wait till you're open 7 days a week. I know I always get a hankering on the days that you're not open. And I wish I could tell, but it's right across the street from our office, folks. So if you're looking for Wake Up and Waffle, find Shores and Islands in Sandusky, and they're right across the street over at the marketplace. And I especially love just the diversity in your menu. I love that there are sweet items and that there are savory items, and there's, traditional breakfast, and then there's sandwiches, and there's always something surprising, I think, on your menu. So I really love it there. Where can people go to get more information specifically on Wake Up and Waffle?
So definitely our website is a really great resource. It's just simply wakeupandwaffle.com. We do have a Facebook page where we post things as readily as we can as well. And by all means, if you have any questions that aren't being answered, please give us a phone call. When we're here, we always answer the phone, and we love to hear people's suggestions and reviews and comments, and we'll take it all.
Wonderful. So now we're going to shift gears a little bit and talk about Sandusky Restaurant Week. And you have been very involved in the planning for this year. So it's taking place March 5th through the 12th. And it looks like there are 27 participating restaurants, which feels like it might be the most ever. So would you mind telling us a little bit about all the different restaurants that were able to get involved and what were the parameters for participating?
Yes, this is definitely the highest level of participation we've had for Sandusky Restaurant Week to date. And we did kind of change the parameters this year, which really, I think it's a great focus. We opened up Restaurant Week to all of Sandusky, going down Perkins and Milan. And our parameters this year were you have to be, and I guess it's been this way the entire time, you have to be a family-owned small restaurant. You cannot be a national chain. So we really want to highlight the local owners and the local runners of all these restaurants. We also wanted to make sure this year that when you are putting together a restaurant week menu, it's something different. It's unique. It's kind of a fun twist on something that you haven't done before or something that you can't go and get on the menu every day. We really wanted to make it a festival of flavors and let people be super creative. And then I think it also helps drive traffic, and it also creates a sense of urgency for people to want to get out that week and try these like new, great, tasty things on all these wonderful menus. And the diversity this year is fantastic. I mean, we have so many different restaurants that are participating this year, and the menus were released about a week ago, posted on Facebook by Sandusky Partnership, Greater Sandusky Partnership. And I mean, honestly, everybody's menu is just, I mean, there's Asian flair, there's really great seafood specials, there's Tex-Mex. I mean, it really runs the gamut of so many different fun things. I am so super excited.
I think we all are. One thing that, so you mentioned that every restaurant has to offer something that's not on their regular menu. For the most part, that's something that they're only offering during this week. Is that correct?
Correct.
Some of the restaurants, I was kind of perusing the menus earlier. Some of them have the same special like for the whole week. Like these are the, 4 or 5 things that we're offering, and it's available all week. And some restaurants are doing a different menu item every day. So you almost, if you're there on Monday or you're there on Wednesday, it might be a different item that you can choose from. And some of them are even doing like a prefix menu where you can kind of select an appetizer, select an entree, select a dessert, those kinds of things. So that's really nice in the variety as well.
You have casual dining and you have fine dining. And I think it really allows for all these restaurants to participate, whether it is a casual establishment or a finer establishment, because the prefix menu for the finer establishments are such a great way to get a full, a nice full meal. Where for the casual restaurant, a lot of people, even for Wake Up and Waffle, like not a lot of people are going to come in and order an appetizer and a breakfast. So it's a great way to get everybody involved and have diversity in the menu.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Wake Up and Waffle. Can you tell us what you're planning for your menu for Restaurant Week?
Yes, I'm so excited. We are kind of doing an homage to Key West. Our features are going to be a lobster eggs Benedict. It's the garlic and chive waffle topped with lobster meat. And then it's topped with a hollandaise sauce, a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, some fresh dill and lemon. And that one is coming with a side, of course, of our famous red skin potatoes or tossed greens. And then we are also featuring a crab cake sandwich. And the crab cake sandwich is served on garlic and chive waffles with a handmade crab cake patty topped with a house-made remoulade, and that is also absolutely fantastic. And then we are doing a cocktail feature of a painkiller mimosa.
Ooh, what's in that?
So a painkiller mimosa, it's kind of a play on a classic painkiller cocktail. It's a little bit of pineapple juice, a little bit of our fresh squeezed orange juice with Malibu coconut rum, and then it's topped with Prosecco. And then we finish it off with a little nutmeg shaving.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I'll have to check that out. There's a lot that sounds good. And I love that there's a great mix of fine dining and casual establishments. So there's something for everyone, and there's something in every price range. Lauren, are there any spots around town or any menus that you're particularly interested in checking out?
Oh my gosh.
Put you on the spot, but having looked at some of the other menus?
I am super, super, super excited. Crush always does such a great job. No pun intended, but they're crushing it. I mean, literally, like their menu looks absolutely fantastic. Dailies, I love how they did break it down and do daily features. I'm going to be there on Thursday.
Look that one up.
I always get confused because they don't have it in front of me. One of them is doing meatloaf. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many great options. There's a Reuben pizza over at Archie's, which is brand new in Club 3, which looks fantastic. And, leading up to St. Patrick's Day, how perfect. Mm-hmm. So I'm ready to just rock and roll that whole week.
Yeah, I saw a couple of places having Reubens or corned beef or, things that are kind of leading into St. Patrick's Day. I'm also really looking forward to Archie's being brand new. I haven't been able to try them yet. I actually, that's not true. I've had from the food truck, but not since they've been in their, new brick and mortar down there at Clubhouse number 3. Also looking forward to trying Sora and Oak. That's another brand new restaurant that just opened within the last couple of weeks. Meaghan, have you had a chance to look at any of the menus? Is there anything that you're looking forward to trying?
So this is a great question. Yes, we are actually going to be going to a few of the spots, and we'll be teasing out some previews of what's to come for that week. So just another kind of spoiler alert / teaser for our social media platforms that you don't want to miss out on.
So do you get to actually taste any of the things ahead of time, Meaghan?
Yes. And I'm very excited.
Totally jealous. But it does kick off this Wednesday, so it is coming up soon. And that's actually another question I had for you, Lauren. Do you know what was the thinking behind making the event like Wednesday to Wednesday?
So the thinking behind that is because Tuesday is basically Fat Tuesday.
Oh,
And this is the very first year, and we're so super excited. We have the VIP kickoff party on that Tuesday, March 4th. So this is something that was just added this year. Tickets are $45, and it's kind of just like a kickoff celebration to get the party started for the week. It's Mardi Gras themed. Brand new event venue, that 126 event venue right off of Columbus Avenue, and kind of adjacent to Shores and Islands and Wake Up and Waffle.
I was going to say, again, across the street from us and right next to you.
So it's just, we kind of want to get the excitement going. We want to kind of try to get all the restaurant owners to be there and get excited and celebrate. They have a keynote speaker for the event as well, coming from the Culinary Vegetable Institute. So the keynote speaker is Jamie Simpson.
Oh, love Chef Jamie.
Yeah, and I'm so, he has amazing things to say. He gets everybody pumped up. We also have a local female business owner who's doing the catering, Katie Karapkin. She, so it's just a really great way to, I think, get people involved, get them dressed up for Mardi Gras, have a little bit of fun, and kick off that week with a bang.
Sounds like it's going to be a fun kickoff for the event. And is there anything else, Lauren, that you wanted to share or tell people about regarding Sandusky Restaurant Week 2025?
I just want to encourage everybody to get out there. I mean, what a great thing to do when it's been so cold and just, everybody kind of hunkers down inside, and just to do a restaurant crawl that whole week, new flavors, just experiencing all these locally owned restaurants and supporting them. I guess ever since COVID, the restaurant industry was hit really hard.
Yeah.
And this event just highlights so many great people, so many great owners, so many great local recipes and flavors. I'm just hoping everybody just takes advantage, gets out there, enjoys it before, once everything warms up, everybody starts hanging out outside and going to the islands. So let's hit the restaurants.
I will also add a nice thing about the many, many participants this year is that there are restaurants that are downtown. There are restaurants that are, in Perkins Township. There are restaurants that are, a little bit further out. I think the only parameter is that they had to be in the 44870 zip code to participate, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Well, that's awesome. And we are definitely looking forward to it. It's a great opportunity to support your local eateries, try something new, or revisit your favorites. I know I've been looking, I work downtown, so I'm looking at all the downtown restaurants to see where I can check out for lunch next week, and really looking forward to it. Another place you can find the list of participating restaurants and all of their menus for the week is to go to shoresandislands.com. We have a button right at the top that says Sandusky Restaurant Week right at the top of the homepage. You can also find that event on Facebook if you just search Sandusky Restaurant Week 2025. And as a reminder, it runs from Wednesday, March 5th to Wednesday, March 12th. So leading right up into St. Patrick's Day and mid-March, and spring again right around the corner. Well, thank you, Lauren. We really appreciated your commentary today and telling us about Restaurant Week and learning a little bit more about Wake Up and Waffle. And thank you, Meaghan, for helping me out again as well. And thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so you don't miss a minute of the action here in Shores and Islands, Ohio. You can also find more information, including past episodes of the podcast, online at shoresandislands.com. And we will see you next time on the Shoreline.